This is Hidden Killers with Tony Brueski. Here now, Tony Brueski.
Here's after he's kind of lost his mind. This is the phase where he's literally eating his own feces and running headfirst into brick walls and talking about that he murdered his grandchild, which does not exist. You know, a sane person. And these are the confessions that they say.
Like I feel like I've lost my mind, gone to hell or something.
Well, I kind of live in it right now. It's not a good place to be in. Not a good place at all. And I don't have much say in anything, I'm sure.
But you know that I done it, right?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Okay. Want to have a good conversation between us? No, just don't. I guess it doesn't matter what I think, but
Of course it does. Just in a really frustrating spot right now.
right.
I said I'm just in a really frustrating spot right now.
Mhm.
And I know that that's nothing compared to where you're at, so I'm not trying to...
No, your side is a lot worse than mine. I have freedoms that you don't have, so I'm not going to go there. I feel guilty about that.
I don't know why nobody will talk to me and be honest with me. I don't feel like anybody's willing to be honest with me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody's afraid to hurt my feelings or something.
I just think people have to be very careful when they talk. And we all do.
Yeah.
If I could get a chaplain in there to pray with you, would that be okay? I mean, I've been trying to get a hold of somebody, but of course nobody ever answers. You have to go to voicemail. Then it's full. So, but if I could get,
I had a chaplain pray with me once, but it just doesn't seem to help me any.
Well, and it's okay because, I mean, praying to yourself is going to be very helpful. It's helped me immensely. Yeah, there's people out there praying for you. So you just got to pray the bad thoughts away, hon, and try. The demons are fighting hard to get you.
I know, I feel like they've already gotten me. I'm already in hell.
No. Well, you're kind of in physical hell right now, but your soul doesn't need to be. It's God's, not anybody else's.
I killed Abby and Libby.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't, Darren.
Yes, I did.
Don't say
I don't know why.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't, Darren. You're not feeling well. There's something wrong. They've messed up your meds or something there.
No, I mean, I evidently did it.
No, you didn't. Why would you say that?
Because maybe I did.
No, you didn't, dear.
I think I did.
No, you didn't. They are screwing with you there. and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. There's something wrong. They are messing with you. They are messing with your mind.
Did Dad tell you I called?
Yeah.
What did I say to him?
I don't know. I talked to your mom, but she called me in, and we're just worried about you because something's not right.
Is there a way to talk to Dad?
No, honey, I'm not with them right now. And there's something wrong. They're screwing with you there.
What did I say to Dad?
They have done something to your food, or they've done something to your meds. And there's something wrong. Don't you ever say you did anything, because I know you didn't.
I think I did.
No, you didn't. Why would you say that?
Because I think I did.
No, you didn't, dear. You know you didn't.
I wish I could say I didn't. I don't know.
You don't know. See, exactly. There's something wrong. They're screwing with you. They're trying to get you to say things. They're trying to mess with your mind.
That's some of the confessions that have come out.
Not a confession.
No, it's not.
So he starts out by saying it's nothing compared to what you're going through. Then there's silence, 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 silence as his broken brain, and you hear how broken he is, finally comes to a conclusion. The only way to make her pain go away is to say, I did it. But then he even backtracks from that because maybe I did it. I think I did it. He's just trying to save her.
Yeah.
There's nothing else. That is the most heart-wrenching thing I think I've heard in a long, long time.
Yeah. I listened to it all for the first time live during a video the other night.
Yeah, me too.
And I shed some tears during especially the initial one where it was like, like a movie moment, like one of them's about to just go away and their life is gone, and the other one has to figure out some way to go on. And none of it should even have ever been here. None of this all could have been prevented. It was all because of someone's ego or somebody's covering something up.
So let's do a little data point analysis and compare and contrast so people can understand how this compares.
Yeah.
Think about, go back and watch our video of us talking about Lori Day Belvallo and her test, being her own defense. Look at what all these other horrendous people, Alec Murdaugh, look like in the courtroom. Look at all these people. And now look at this. Mm-hmm. This is real. Yeah. This is real emotion. Everyone else is faking it. That's extremely real. And that is a broken man that is trying to think of how to confess to something he didn't do to save his wife from more pain. Even though he's the one, and she even says it, you're the one that's going through hell. And he's still, have you once heard him complain?
No.
That's remarkable.
He's
absolutely remarkable.
Yeah, he's just trying to, and he's like, you handle this over here. I got this. Don't worry about me. I will battle this myself. Let's listen to one more.
So I was always, and now reverse another context on this one. From the very get-go, before we knew all these data points and details, we kept wondering, why are these defense attorneys so on his side, so committed no matter what?
Mm-hmm. This is why.
This is it. They had this.
And on the opposite end, why is Delphi so against this man?
I don't get it.
I don't get it at all. Why they act like this is such a slam dunk case, and it's like the worst thing I've ever seen.
It is the worst thing I've ever seen.
And they sit there like, oh, we got our guy. Like here's just one.
And now here's, let's bring it back to the real tragedy here. Besides the tragedy of what's going on with Rick, is there's still a murderer that they'll kill his little girls, or he's already dead because he died in prison already.
Exactly. One more. This is.
I think maybe I'm losing my mind, but I'm not sure.
Oh no!
Listen to his voice here. It's like just monotone.
So they allowed you to call, or have you been able to and just couldn't?
Great. This is the part where it gets weird.
Yeah. I'm right here.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on, hon?
I don't know. I just think maybe I've lost my mind.
Oh. No, honey. We've all lost our minds at this point.
So Brad and so I can trust Brad and Andy then?
Yes, you can, sweetheart. Yes. Let's not talk about anything that we don't need to, but no, there are lawyers, honey. There are lawyers.
Well, I need to tell you something anyway.
Okay. Are you sure you want to talk to me over the phone?
I think I have to.
Okay.
I need you to know that I did this.
What? No. There's no way. There's no way, dear.
Love me.
Dear, there's no way. Okay.
I hope you still love me.
I always will go love you, honey, but no, you have not done anything. And I think you are not well. So you don't need to be saying you did something you didn't do.
Well, hon, this is the first time I've been able to talk to you, and I've been trying forever.
Were you just not allowed to call me, or?
I don't know what's going on, hon.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to lose my mind now, though.
Don't. I'm supposed to be meeting Brad here for some reason, so I don't know what's happening.
I've been asking for personal visitation, and that's not going through. And
I know.
then it's taken me. Feels like it's taken me forever.
You have 1 minute remaining.
That's pretty much the end of that call. It almost sounded like he's reading from a script. It almost felt like to me like there was somebody there going, read this line.
He's trying to make the pain go away.
Yeah.
For her.
Yeah.
I think, it's interesting when we first got the data, and information about him being in solitary and definitely the effects solitary has on your mental state and how, he might have had some mental mental health issues to begin with, not nothing.
He had anxiety and depression, which is like that's 90% of the population.
Yeah. But now having listened to and experiencing their relationship more, I think that relationship exasperated the challenges of solitary as well, because it was solitary from her.
Yeah.
And the impact, I mean, everything is about her and its impact on her. And so I think that definitely his empathy for his wife, his compassion for his wife and family exasperated the situation. This was nothing but him trying to save them. I mean, how could you believe anything else? The only way you wouldn't believe it is if you're a psychopath yourself.
Yeah, well, that's what I wonder about some of the folks involved in this case.
Think about it. People that have compassion and empathy don't believe it for a moment. If you believe he's guilty because he confessed, then you're a psychopath. I'm sorry I'm saying it, but it's just...
I agree. I don't know how, and I do not blame that jury. I blame any of the investigators. I blame... Because they didn't get the full story. They didn't get to know half of the stuff. But I'm sorry, if you're an investigator on this case and you take a look at this, if you're the DA on this case and you have access to all of these pieces, and at the end of the day, all you want to do is put more LA gear and slick your hair back and go on Dateline and say, hey, we got the guy. You're a sick human being. Because this is not the work of, this is not a killer.
No.
I don't even know what else to say about it. I mean, it's so glaring. It's more glaring than any case we've ever had of this is an innocent man. And it just gets more glaring by the day.
You know, and like you just said, in every case we've ever covered and I've ever been on, I've always been on the point of, well, show me the evidence. Show me the data. No way on this one. I'm done. I have such confirmation bias at this point of his innocence.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous because it's just, that behavior is so consistent. It's so, his life arc from everything is so consistent with him not doing this. This is the most befuddling thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It is. It 1000% is. They're trying to appeal this, and
God bless him.
Hopefully more and more pieces of this stuff that's all been protected from the public because we can't listen with our own ears and make our own decisions and eyes. Well, we can now. And we're going to keep playing it, and we're going to keep banging the drum. And if you agree, you should too. You should share this. You should let other people know about how unjust this case is, because that sometimes is the only thing that moves the needle, especially after a conviction. They need to know that there's some outcry here, that there's some issues. Otherwise, they can just mosey on their way because nobody's taking a look at it. This is where people out there can hold truth to power and let people know about this. So please share this. Let other folks know. Press subscribe so you don't miss any of our coverage on this case. Wherever you're listening or watching this, we do appreciate that. But get the word out. That's why we're doing this.
Craving non-stop true crime updates? Press subscribe now and get the latest cases, analysis, and expert commentary delivered straight to your feed. Only from the Hidden Killers podcast and True Crime Today.